This is the Today with Tally podcast. And welcome back to the Today with Tally podcast, folks. We have a great show in store for you today. We're going to sit down with a guy who was shot 13 times.
Dan Edgar was shot outside an Atlanta area bar over Mother's Day weekend in 2019.
We're not talking about this happening in Iraq or Afghanistan or anywhere else we've had combat operations over the last 20 years, folks. No, these were the streets of Atlanta. That's right. Shot 13 times. Now, Dan, our next guest, survived this tragic shooting that occurred in the summer of 2019. And with that, we are honored to be joined by Dan. How are you, sir?
Let's go!
This is where things got weird.
They couldn't keep us down. Make America emo again. Make America emo again. I love Blink-182. It's so good to be here.
Holy cow.
Can you hear me okay?
Oh, yeah. Lima Charlie.
I am an elder millennial. I do not know how the computer works. Generation XY element OP is controlling America through the tick of the talks.
And is this the comedic tone of you?
Yeah, man. You want to be out of character? Because I can do this is what I look like now, man. People that knew me will be like, that's not, we don't know who this is. I had a beard. I had a big beard and stuff.
And look at you. Look, I've seen your story online.
Yeah.
And
it's weird, huh?
Yeah, it's insane, man. Being shot 13 times. What, just leaving a nightclub in Atlanta in 2019?
Well, no, it was the Epic Skull Comedy Festival, so I just done stand-up comedy. Killed in a backyard. It was an industry thing. My boss was Benjamin McDaniel Smith, location scout for Kevin Hart. Worked for Will Packard Productions. Him and his wife, Michael Ann Ginsby, are great. We are no longer on speaking terms. We went to the same church. That church is in all different directions. Lecrae, rapper Lecrae. He's just, I don't know. Are you gay, Lecrae? Lecrae, are you gay or not gay? Off the deep end with Lecrae. Lecrae is my older brother, and I named my album The Moon Made Us Gay, because Crae, we do know this. Lecrae was at the Diddy parties, the after parties, and the freak-ons. We don't know why or how, because he's the most godly man we all know. But I don't know. I can't, as you can hear. Let's get real loud. I'm going to walk I'm in church. We're going to have church here at Railroad Park. That's the train. We're in Railroad Park. Dr. King wants these very streets.
Birmingham, Alabama?
Yeah, we were designed today by our leader, Tom. Tom is going to go back to Tom from this band, MXPX. Remember that. At MXPXPX. I'm okay and you're okay and I'm okay and you're okay. I met them here in Birmingham at Furnace Fest 2022. We are still in the furnace. We didn't start the fire. It's always been burning since the world's been turning. Do you want me to I can cut off and get real serious. As soon as you walk into Red Cat Coffee, but this is not a bit. We do have church here on Sundays. I haven't been back in Birmingham since, I think it was late summer, early fall. I arrived way earlier than they told me to. I was like, I'm here for Furnace Fest. Well, it's August and that's in October. So we're glad you're so eager, but this does make our city made up of mostly medical student college kids at UAB question a lot of things. That we have some longboarding skateboarder in his underwear.
And so that would be you?
Yeah, man, it was this bear. I got it with me.
I mean, are you wearing a onesie today, or?
No. I'm in pants today. This happened.
Oh, okay.
This was back when I had my beard in the summer. This is from Daisy Grenade. They're a band from New York. Look up at Daisy Grenade. They're great. They covered Nirvana, Sabrina Carpenter. Now this coffee shop is hurting. I just got a text from them today that after the new year they're giving a 3% discount on cash. So they're a little behind. So I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna pay debit because this coffee shop took good care of me when I was homeless here back in the summer when I was here for Furnace Fest. It's called Red Cat Coffee. They have 2 locations. We're the one right across from Railroad Park. Please come in if you can. If you know anybody in Birmingham, I got an email this morning that, everybody, they do so much for the community. I mean, when we were at Furnace Fest, they did so much for the bands there. So I'm going to pay a debit, but they are getting a 3% discount in the new year if you pay cash, right? Did I get that right?
How's it going?
I'm going good, man. How are you?
Doing pretty good. What can we do for you?
Let me go first, right? I'm just gonna
This
give me
this is a
the.
podcast first, I gotta say.
What's that? Do you want to interview him for the podcast? It's up to him. That's his consent. Yeah, I was only me right now. Do you want to be on a podcast? No, thank you. He said no, thank you. Red Cat Holiday Specials. I don't want that. I just give me like the espresso double would be great. Yeah. I don't think I need coffee. I don't think I need
I don't
coffee
think you
right
need
now.
any more energy, dude. I think you're
I
good.
don't know. I drank a lot of water, and I slept really well last night. I had my Uncle Lee, who works at the Civic Center. His girlfriend has cancer right now, so you can pray for her.
What are you saying? Make America emo again?
Make America emo again, like the bird? I'm not sure.
Oh, emo? Oh, I'm like
Emo, like dude, where did we meet again? We met in Houston. I know it was in Houston, Texas. It was New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
And we were at, do you remember where we were at? Because I don't know the name of the bar. I was there for a different reason.
Sawyer Park.
Sawyer Park. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not right on the cut because it's
Park.
just an espresso. I do need to charge in and get a little more quiet. Give me 1 second.
Have we gotten our coffee yet?
Yeah, I'm putting my headphones now because we're in a public place. Hope this works.
But hey, that's pretty cool, man.
Salud.
I've never had that happen before.
Salud. You've never had what happen? Get shot with guns?
Yeah, that too. So, look, 2019, your life changed forever.
Correct.
You're in a nightclub, and
But you keep saying nightclub. I just want to be very clear. It was a backyard. I was doing stand-up comedy. Then I went to Smith's Bar, which, yes, it has 3 floors, but we were just doing stand-up comedy. The power went out. We all took our cell phones out. We all held up lights. I talked to David Perdue at Do or Die. He's worked with Oprah. He's worked with Dave Chappelle. He's one of the greatest joke writers.
hey, we're getting some bad feedback now.
Sorry, my bad.
I think where you were at the first time is probably going to be better.
Okay, yeah. We're going to have to charge. I'm only at 24%, so give me a second. Do you want me to charge and then just move you over there? Like, do you want to take a break for like 24 minutes?
24% is fine.
And then we'll just do the podcast until it cuts off?
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good to me. Good.
Yeah.
That's fine.
It won't take long. About 30 minutes.
Yeah, all right, but it probably won't be 30 minutes unless you sit here. This is the best place for me to do it. It is freezing outside right now. You're asking me to go sit out in the fucking cold. So I promise
Okay, you do it right there. Yeah, you do it right there then.
Are you experiencing feedback though? Because if you're actually experiencing feedback, I'll go out. I'll do it in the wind, in the cold. Are you actually experiencing feedback? Because I'll do that, but it won't be what you think. Maybe we'll just do what you're thinking. The host, keep all this in. Keep all this in. This is what's like when you get triggered and you get shot with bullets and empty out. And you watch the news story on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, man. You were really kind to me. You didn't ask anything from me. You just said, "I like your vibe, bro." And I think I was wearing a red tie that night, wasn't I?
You were in a onesie.
I was in a Texans onesie. That's right. But I forgot, and I was wearing this jacket. I was wearing MXPX over the onesie. Later in the evening, I put on. Oh no, wait, because that was New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
Yeah, New Year's Eve. I was in a onesie. I forgot about that.
Yeah, you were in a onesie, and I was like, "This guy looks interesting." You know, so.
Yeah. And you said something. You said, "I like."
And I talked to everybody.
There was a emo night going on. There was Make America Emo again, and I got to the bar at like too early because I was so excited. And then everyone at that bar was like, "Dude, you must be one of those emos. Can you explain what it is?" Because I realized like the bar we were at was not an emo night, which is a very emo thing to do. I really appreciate you, man. What did you want to know? You're right. This will be about 30 minutes, and I can prop it up with that pair of underwear that I had in my pocket. I got that from Daisy. I want to show this to everybody. These girls took good care of me. They're from New York. They took care of me in Dallas, Texas. But they also, in Dallas, Texas at a festival, and I saw them again in my hometown in Georgia. And I got this T-shirt, which is just they're covering like Polly by Nirvana, so that people like me who only listen to Blink-182 are like, okay, yeah, I can listen to this. And then hip hop I got really into because I'm from Atlanta. So if it wasn't Outkast or Eminem, I probably didn't know it. But what I really grew up on is like crust punk, like CGBG stuff. But when people say punk, they say, "Oh, like you said, Sex Pistols, Black Flag." Like you said, all the actual punk bands, which I respect, but those are the mainstream ones. And then you were like, "Well, I mean, I know Blink-182 as well." Like you knew, and you're like, Chemical Romance. Like I've heard of them. I said, "Yeah, I call that band My Chemical Reaction." And everyone's like, "Dude, you don't understand the impact." This is how it's been described to me as someone who has a Reliant K tattoo. RIAA certified golden boys. Reliant K, Matthew Arnold Thiessen dated Katy Perry, and they're my older brothers. And I text several of them frequently. Because really, technically, right now, it's just Matt. It's just Matt Hoops and Matt Thiessen. You know what we call it Thiessen? A Thiessen's when you're doing a youth group show. And Thiessen was notorious for putting coffee. Now, I'm witnessing this at 14, 15. I'm like, whoa, he's a badass. Because we were in these like Southern Baptist churches, and my dad preached that alcohol, if you drink alcohol, that's the equivalent of a child in terms of, like, it was grape juice. I'm like, this you got nuts. They're like, we do not drink red wine. I'm like, chill, I wish you would. Maybe have a glass of Zinfandel. Maybe you like white. Maybe you like beer. Maybe you just need to be a brown liquor guy and give you a shot of Henny, but you need to chill, bro. Like, you crazy. And everybody has their own things with their own generation. So my dad also got me my first guitar, and always when I was going on a weird path with music, he kept trying to reel me into his version. Like, he wanted it to be Elvis Presley, he wanted it to be Beach Boys, he wanted to be the Monkees. And now the two of those three, I like all, but I would only substitute Elvis Presley for Johnny Cash. But then I would be like, yeah, but what about Michael Jackson? What about Chuck Berry? And what about Sister Rosetta Tharpe? Like, but I'm the musician, like I'm the black sheep. That's why I got sacrificed, because like he's strong enough to come back. And I keep meeting other siblings that were sacrificed, and we're always the biggest assholes. Like, there's a reason we got shot with guns and had car wrecks. It's because we were trying to hold a generation accountable that we didn't fully yet understand. And as someone that's not a dad that I know of, because I was touring the world from ages like 16, 17 until 23, 24, not healthy for anyone. I don't think anyone, definitely not somebody at that age. But the first time I was in Texas, in Houston area, I was in Humble. I was in 8th grade, and I preached like 10,000 youth group kids at Frontliners. Frontliners was like a door knocking thing. We were like, it's like 2003. I'm like 12 years old. I'm like, hey, you need to know the gospel. And Texas was a great place to do that, because they go, you need to sit down and chill. We got guns in the house. This is Texas. Like, you don't understand where you are right now, cuz. But you didn't say it that way. You broke it down in a way that a white, like, all the stuff I'm saying probably makes sense I just want everyone to know, if you're a younger kid watching this and you're...
I just lost you. Dan, Earth to Dan, you're gone. Are you there? You there? Wow. What just happened there? Dude, I guess there's a first for everything. Incredible. This is the Today with Hallie podcast.